Hello students, in this video we'll discuss about the charge distribution. Right, what do you mean by the term charge distribution? Charge distribution means how the charge is getting distributed when it is given to any body. Either the body may be a conductor or an insulator. So we'll see how the charge gets distributed. Right here if you see, we are having two types of charge distribution. Discontinuous charge distribution and continuous charge distribution. Right, in discontinuous charge distribution, a charge given to the body, it gets distributed unequally throughout the body. Right, here we are considering an arbitrary body with certain shape. Right, the charges whatever are present on the body we are just indicating. So here we are considering the positive charges. Right, the positive charges are distributed in an ununiform way. So they are not arranged in a proper way. That means at certain point the density is more and at some other points the density is less. Right. Such a charge distribution we'll call it as discontinuous charge distribution. On the other hand, if you look at the continuous charge distribution, it is once again divided into three types. Linear charge distribution, which is indicated with the lambda, surface charge distribution, which is indicated with the letter sigma, and coming to the last one, volume charge distribution or volume charge density. Here the distribution and the density remains, the words are same. Right, if you look at the linear charge density, right. So when you're talking about linear charge density, that is nothing but the charge given to any one-dimensional body. Right, here we are considering a body with some arbitrary shape. The charge whatever is given to this body, it is getting distributed along its length. Right, so this is known as linear charge density, which is indicated with the letter, or which we are representing with the letter lambda. Right, coming to the formula. So lambda is denoted as the charge per unit length. Next, coming to the units. Charge is measured in coulomb and length is measured in meter. So that the units for the linear charge density will be coulomb per meter. Okay, I'll just rewrite once again the units. So units for linear charge density are coulomb per meter. Right. Next, coming to the surface charge density. Now the surface charge density is nothing but the charge given to a surface or a two-dimensional structure. Right. So when a charge is given to a surface, it gets distributed equally throughout the surface. Right. It is indicated with the letter sigma. Sigma is equal to charge per area. Charge is measured in coulomb and area is measured in meter square. So the units will be, coulomb per meter square. The units for surface charge density, coulomb per meter square, where charge is measured in coulomb and area is measured in meter square. Next, coming to volume charge density. So here we will discuss about the charge given to a certain volume. Now the charge given to this volume, it gets distributed equally throughout the volume. So to define this volume charge density, we use the letter rho. So rho is equal to Q by V, charge per unit volume, where charge is measured in coulomb and volume is measured in meter cube. Next, coming to the units. Yes, the units are coulomb per meter cube. Right, let me rewrite once again. Once again, let me rewrite the three quantities: linear charge density, surface charge density, and volume charge density. Right. Linear charge density, it is indicated with the letter lambda. Lambda is equal to Q by L. And coming to the units, coulomb per meter. And coming to the surface charge density, it is indicated with the letter sigma. Sigma is equal to Q by A. That is coulomb per meter square. And coming to the last one, rho, volume charge density, is equal to Q by V, which is equal to coulomb per meter square. Right. So these are the three quantities